I'm going to do a little demo here, simulating the Azure Percept sitting in front of a real life situation. But in this case, it is actually in my monitor, and I am looking at what the Azure Percept sees on my other computer. So there's my hand kind of going in front. Oh, recognizes that. And so you'll see then, I'm going to go ahead and start the video and we'll watch what happens here. So plane is going to come in. So we see the plane coming in very smooth. But when we look down at what, see, it's recognizing it already. You're seeing it's taking a snapshot about every second at least to the web stream, and it's putting a bounding box around the airplane. Interesting enough, this model that I have deployed was trained using this and a couple other ramp toys. So here's a plane coming in, and let's see what happens. That looks like they're recognizing some people on the ramp. I really didn't train any people. I think so. This is left over from an earlier model. But when you see the plane coming in, we should get a good, there we go, good bounding box around the plane. And so I'm going to zoom out a little bit again, so just to kind of see what's happening on both screens. We're seeing that the video, and it's picking up some things in the background, some people on the ramp, although not very well. There's a truck going by, it looks like, in the back, another airplane it sees. So I'm going to pause this here, and I'm going to get ready to download the new model that I took yesterday and trained yesterday. We'll see if it does any better. I have no clue. You're going to watch it live with me. Okay, we still have I'm still playing the video in the background, but I wanted to show you was my custom vision project. These are pictures that I took last night, and what I ended up doing is ending up tagging it with the tags you see there on the left. And so these are all the tags that are in there. And basically, if I bring up one of these photos, I didn't do a lot of tagging in that one apparently. But let's go ahead. There's only one tag in there, so let's find one that maybe has a little better job of tagging. I could have sworn I tagged a lot more than this. Well, that's what you get for doing a demo, isn't it? So let's take a look where I've that's baggage truck maybe. We just might edit these out, but let's see what this guy. So this has, I've tagged the airplane and a baggage truck. Let's kind of continue on. So you can see the areas that I've tagged: tow tug, jetway. There's one. I thought this is what I had done, but you'll see all the things that are in the picture. And then I trained the model. So might want to go back and do a little more tagging. It gets a little tedious, but I think it's worthwhile doing. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we want to go down and deploy the model. So I'm going to put you on pause a second. Just a little bit more about the model. You can see this is the result of my training. And this is the first iteration, though this is iteration 4, the first iteration with real-time photographs. Not looking like it's going to get a lot of recall out of this. If we scroll down, airplane will have a fairly high recall, maybe because I just have a lot of pictures tagged with it. So we'll see what this does. What I'm going to want to do is deploy that to my Percept, and I'll do that in just a second. All right, so this is actually Azure Percept Studio, and that's something I think that Microsoft will continue to coalesce. the different computer vision project, um, Percept Studio, but this is also, you can kind of see the similar, my training results, again, showing probably the poor recall on that. But most importantly, what I'm going to do here is I want to evaluate and deploy. So I am going to go ahead and select that, and I really want to go to my Dev Hub, and Rover is the Percept one that I have. I'm going to deploy model 4 to that. And so I'll just basically go down here and deploy model. And you can see that the model deployment is in progress, and it's actually done. Now, hang on a second. Okay, you can see actually in the upper area it says a loading model, and so it's actually deploying that new model. And oh, what do you know, there it is. And we actually start detecting things now. So there's a baggage truck that wasn't there before. So that's really interesting. We see this thing go by. I don't know, like, you know, when I captured images, it was very difficult. That thinks it's a catering truck. Boy, I think that was a catering truck going by. But why doesn't it recognize it now? Oh, it did again. Pretty interesting. So you can see by training the model a little bit better, we're able to capture some things. So those vehicles that are just zooming by in the background, I think they're either too small to capture, or like I said, I just did not capture enough. But it's doing a really good job of detecting the airplane, some of the baggage trucks, not all of it, right, where the bounding box is, but enough to let me know that, hey, this is a baggage truck. Let's go back. I'm going to pause it, and we're going to zoom back to more, to compare it to what we saw the first couple of minutes. So I'm going to go back over here. We'll zoom back to the beginning. We'll see that airplane coming in, and I'm going to get a little closer here. It interesting enough, there we go. It is detecting it pretty well. One, confidence level of 1. We should start to see our other aircraft coming in. I spent about 2 hours out at the airport. Looked up near a gate where a flight was coming in, and I got lucky. I didn't have to wait too long for this to show up. But what I did was I set to capture an image every 5 seconds for 1,000 seconds. And so I was able to catch this airplane coming in. What's interesting is I don't see the person. There's one person on the ramp. That cone down there on the right looks like a person, but it's not. But it is actually detecting the aircraft, which is the biggest thing in the picture. So we have the person walking over. We're seeing a vehicle that it thinks is a catering truck. It thinks that one actually is a catering truck on the left, not the one on the right, though. Again, I think this being so far away, or the quality, again, of the camera, it's just this little thing right here that's doing it. There's another airplane going by. Let's see if this model picks it up or not. Interesting enough, I did leave all the other pictures of an airplane in there from my toy model. I might want to experiment just tuning it once I get more pictures taken around this. There's a baggage cart, actually. It did recognize that. Here comes a belt loader. Now, I didn't capture any of those. There's a belt loader in the back, and there should be a belt loader right up front coming in. We see the jetway coming in. It is not detecting the jetway. have to go back and see why. And really, the question is what to tag, what area to tag. So understanding how to tag an image is something that's interesting to figure out. There's another baggage truck in the back. Is it going to catch it? No. It didn't even flag vehicles, so... Oh! It did for a second. There's another airplane going by, so it is catching those. Okay. What's interesting, I think, by this time, when we had those people walking around, it was recognizing persons. So now it is not. I'm going to try a couple of different ways. This is just obviously spending some time taking a look at this. I am going to actually go out to the airport tomorrow and take a look at it. Here comes a big baggage cart train, and it's not detecting that. Disappointed in that. I mean, that's there we go, baggage truck. So why? There we go. I feel good. Feel good about that, but why didn't it take it? Here's a belt loader coming in front. I did train a belt loader, but it was mostly sitting in that position right there where it is. So I would have hoped that it would have caught that. Again, the resolution, if I was to zoom in, the resolution on some of these images is pretty good with the camera. And if I wasn't just looking down, if I was on the ramp, that might actually help a little better too. So pretty much, I'm going to watch the rest of this video, but I'm not going to make you watch it because I'd like to see if I, catching anything like should be a vehicle in the background. Oh, I think I saw it. Yes, it's a vehicle. That should be a catering truck. Yeah, kind of flash catering truck. The confidence levels, and I'm wondering, hey, catering truck, feeling really good about that one. It'll be interesting to see just the images I have. Again, I didn't have any more. I could have sworn I was tagging up late last night, so I thought I had a lot more. But anyways, that's what we got. So I am going to stop it here. And again, this is my setup. I just had the Azure Percept, and I tagged it on. It's very portable now. I got the took the antennas off, so pretty easy to port around. And then again, what you're seeing, very smooth video happening here, but a little herky-jerky, right, from the web stream. So it'd be interesting to see. Got more work to do, and obviously more to learn. So look for future videos soon. Ta-ta.